dog who has come inside the barn to die is the Chinesium bicycle, and it has not been able to convince me of its right for existence. So it's going to be a parts bicycle and keep some other bicycles rolling. Yeah, I know, it's a bit sad, but there are plenty of Chinese bicycles around. One less really doesn't matter. Alright, I'm going to put it upside down and take off the parts that I need, starting with the crank. But before I can take off the crank, I will have to remove the chain case. And I remember having a hard time getting this chain case installed. Sounds like it's raining again. Great summer we're having. And now I need to collect all of those screws. 1, 2. Well, my clogs will find them eventually. Got it. Alright, I'll check the stretch on this chain. Maybe I can reuse it. Here's my tool for measuring the chain stretch, and this side doesn't drop in between the links, so I believe this chain is still good. There it is. I win. Now I need to get the squeak link removed. Got it. Got it. And got it. And there's the chain. And now I need to find all those quick link pieces before my clog catches them and destroys them in the process. Oh, that's pretty loose. And now it's crank puller time. A little bit of lubrication won't hurt. And now it's time to remove this bolt. Wow, really? Is it that loose? I guess it is. That's what you get with an amateur bicycle mechanic like me. Sometimes you get lucky. And now I should screw in the crank puller. And hopefully this will be just as easy. Because, well, there hasn't been enough time for these threads to completely rust. Yeah, I think it started. Also completely loose. To be honest, I did think that I felt some movement coming from the crank, but yeah, I didn't bother to check this out, because, well, I knew the fate of this bicycle was basically sealed. Alright, now I'm going to take off the crank on the other side. Yep, it's already loose. Yeah, it's coming. It's already loose. Alright, I got my cranks. Let's continue with the removal of the bottom bracket, because I kinda need one for another project. And I think I kinda messed up this plastic part the last time I was screwing this thing in. And this is the chain case side, so this should be a left hand thread. Let's see if I can do this without tipping the frame. Oh, completely loose. I guess I didn't really tighten things up when I installed the bottom bracket. That's pretty much loose. Well, I think it's coming out. I was planning to leave the last bit sitting in there, but yeah, it's already loose. That doesn't matter, it'll work out. Alright, now I need to turn the bicycle around so I can film this shit show from the light side. And this side should be normal right hand thread. And I believe I use a different tool this time than when I installed this bottom bracket. And this one allows me to screw in the tool so it will be kind of fixed to that plastic piece. And that really helps. Alright, this one is a lot tighter. I'm standing on the saddle. God, there it is. This tool isn't slipping all the time out of that plastic piece, and that's great. There's the bottom bracket cartridge, ready for the next project. Well, I don't have a real need for a kickstand, but I'm taking it anyway. Maybe at some point it will come in useful. I remember taking this kickstand from the old Sparta bicycle. It was kind of a nightmare. And doing this upside down is still rather awkward to do. Got it. Alright, what's next? I guess I'll take off the ring lock. Never once did I use the ring lock while it was on this bicycle, so I guess it was just dead weight that I was carrying around. I guess that's a familiar feeling. And I got it. Alright, what's next? I think I'll take out the rear wheel. First I'm taking off the brake reaction arm. Whoa, it's already loose. Alright, now the axle nuts. And that was the bracket for the chain case. I guess I should also keep that if I ever want to reuse the chain case. Yeah, that stupid stand is bothering me again. But not for long. No, I can take out the wheel, but these brackets for that chain case, for that kickstand, or whatever this stand is called, out in the way. Yeah, almost. Yeah, I got it. And I'm keeping the chain tensioners because I always lose those. And this front generator wheel should go back to my Sparta bicycle. Not that it is missing it, because, well, it is upside down behind you, waiting for me to find the time and the interest to finally fix that coaster brake. But don't worry, it will get done before it is winter. And, well, I kinda need the light when it is winter. Well, here's the wheel. Looks like I also used the nuts, the what's it called? The acorn nuts from the Sparta bicycle. So with the removal of both wheels, this disassembly is basically done. Most of what is left here will end up in the blue scrap metal container, except for the seat post and the handlebars, or the saddle and the grips. Those together with the wheels I will try out on a different bicycle, but the rest, yeah, can go back to the smelters. I do kinda like these grips. It's too bad that the left one is a bit damaged, but I might reuse them. Although this shitty color, yeah, it's not my favorite. But this bell is perfectly fine. I think it's already loose. Yeah, there it is. Moving on to the seat posts. And this is 14mm. No, it's not. Damn. Ah, it was 12. I knew it wasn't 13, but this time I should have brought the correct spinner. Oh, it's the frame knot that is 12mm. I should have used this one, because I do intend to keep the seat post. This saddle is sitting great. Too bad for the shitty color, just like the grips. And I actually did use the light a few times when I took the bike out on an evening ride. And now I need to get spinner 14 again. I guess it was easier to take the seat post out with the saddle still attached. Okay, I guess the saddle will have to go back on. And here's the saddle again. And of course I had to switch spinner again. And number 13. Oh man. And now the frame wants to tip over. Alright, I'm back. This time with the correct spinner. Huh? Now I'm totally confused. Turns out I had multiple spanners of the same size hanging in the wrong location on the toolboard. And now I can take out the zippers. Whoa, sorry, quite a bit of rust in here. But it wasn't stuck. Okay, I think I'm done. So it's all over for the Nostalgia Bicycle. And tomorrow, when it's light, I'll take it outside and chop it into pieces. And some of the remaining parts I might use again on another bicycle. I'm thinking I could use them on the Gazelle Special that has a broken rear axle. But yeah, plans change all the time. I'll continue this tomorrow if it isn't raining, because well, we are not having the best of summers. Good morning. It's time to make an end to this video, and that means chopping this frame up into pieces. I made a last minute decision. I've decided to keep the mud guards as well, but the rest will go into the scrap metal container after I cut it into pieces. Alright, I'm going to get my angle grinder now. I just installed a brand new disc because I need to cut this frame into lots of small pieces because the container is getting a bit full. Let's start with this evil stand. And this is the result after a few minutes with the angle grinder. Yeah, don't be sad. It's a bike eat bike world. Plastic. That should go into the other container. One easy package on its way to the scrap metal container. Almost like a folding bicycle, but different. Nostalgia, my ass. Yes, you actually made it to the end of the slaughter, and these bits that I kept you could see again in another bicycle. And to compensate for the loss of the Nostalgia bicycle, I bought this. Darn, I somehow managed to break the bell. I guess I was a bit rough. Too bad, because well, this was the only thing of any use on this bicycle.